Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Waiting. They're running it.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Under 10. 10. Great 15. 44's Mike. Check. 81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, Rick, 5-2, come here. 44's the Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 6-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's get it. There we go. Back. 180. Let's fly 2. Slam.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Here we go. 3. I'm coming for you. Check 31.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Check. 150. Hey, high 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Let's see what you got.
Rodgers to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Packers nothing.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stops short. He didn't get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. They're running with Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stay situation. Let's go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Rodgers going to throw. And Adams has it, complete. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Alpha. If you don't get this, we ain't get it.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 16-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Urban to return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
319. Mike, keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 53 to Mike.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Blue 58! Mike. Really, Mike!
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The 36-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
5-9. Mike, hey, orbit. 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Now Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Go, go.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's scared.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go, go. 280!
Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, that's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
We 19. Come on. Shit. We 19.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They'll go again to Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
47. Check my 47. On the ball. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check pass. Check. Lucky. Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Flush to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Let's go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Wentz now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wentz going to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he connects with Ertz. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They're really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This is Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's second down. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Back north. Check. Fresno.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
47 is the mic. I got you. Mike's 47.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Now Wentz again. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Hey, foxtrot.
On first down, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. 120. Rep. 40, 82, 40.
Wentz to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try now for Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.